Rookie mistake. Uh, can you hear yourself? Can you guys hear us? Hey, what up, Brian Don? What's going on, boy? What up, Whoa, Tom? What's good, kid? Let's see, can you hear?
I can hear you. Now I can kind of hear myself.
You can hear yourself?
I think so. Can you hear me?
I can't.
You can't hear me?
I can't hear you.
Hold
What's going on, everyone? How we doing? Yeah. What up, Tom? What up, Andrea? What's going on? We out here just living our lives. Mike Tyson's back in. I'm Moose,
I'm Juju.
and we chilling today. Uh, let's start it off with our main man, Nipsey Hussle. R.I.P. Nip.
Yeah, facts.
You know, I didn't really. What up, Liam? I didn't really listen to him as much, but I know he was a big factor on you. How was that?
Um, yeah, it was rough. I'm not so much into like the more popular music. So like Victory Lap was all summer. Like
Your bump.
that was it for me.
I thought you liked Daytona also or something.
I did. Those are both very
Yeah,
good
yeah,
albums.
two albums.
Yeah, Daytona and Victory Lap. I'm a big Pusha T fan as well, but yeah, the passing of Nip definitely hurt. I was sitting outside your house crying, and you didn't come outside, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna go home and cry by myself.
Should have told me.
I did. I called you. Brandon called you. He was like, Julius is downstairs. I just sat there and I was like, forget this. I'm going home.
Nah, for those of you that don't know, Nipsey Hussle. What up, Block? For those of you that don't know, Nipsey Hussle was a rapper, an LA rapper who was gunned down over the weekend. Unfortunately, right outside of his store. Sheesh.
Facts.
I was just sad to hear.
Yeah, I mean, to me, what's crazy about that is I can't remember word for word, but Don Q has a song where he says, "Stay in your hood, leave your hood. They say you abandon them. Stay in your hood. They say you dumb." And like basically get caught up. Like I said, I can't remember word for word, but like that was all I could think about when I heard this.
Boozy said something about that too.
Yeah,
I saw that in his
on
interview
Vlad,
too.
yeah.
On Vlad TV.
It was like you end up getting killed in your own neighborhood.
Yup.
I mean, it's like it's one of those things.
Boozy said it best.
It's one of those things where it's just like what do you do? Like when you're trying to like better people and you want to have that significant impact and you want to be hands on, but then you also rub shoulders with people that
the wrong way and stuff like that.
That don't
always
want
got
that
people that don't
betterment.
want to see you
Exactly.
prosper.
And I'm not even going to write the dude that did it off as like a hater person. I heard there was like an exchange that he ain't like, but what's also unfortunate is that stuff like that happens all the time, right?
All the
So
time.
it's not exclusive to Nipsey. The thing is, though, that you would think there'd be a certain level of respect for someone at that level, more so than just on
Just
some street stuff,
yeah, not some regular street dude.
yeah,
You
it's
know, like you gotta show the man respect for the fact that he's done so much for the community and stuff like that and giving back. That's like what we were talking about last week with Oh, did we talk about that with what's his name on the Clippers? Lou Williams.
no,
Did you hear about that?
no.
How he Lou Williams was driving one night and he was at a red light and someone ran up to his car with a gun and like knocked on the window, was like basically like, give me all your money. And he was like, yo, relax, like da da da. And Lou Williams like talked to him and was like, I'm Lou Williams, yeah, and was like, look, like, you know, like how can I help and stuff like that. And, like then ended up taking the guy out to get something to eat. Like the guy got in the car and then took him out something to eat.
But like the issue with that is right is where does that then leave you? Like, does that mean everybody's going
Who's gonna run up to
that?
yeah.
Like that is like that has to be a best case scenario for how that could possibly go.
Yeah.
Like people don't even think to try and offer something like that in a situation like that. So
That's crazy. But yeah, Nipsey Hussle, man. And apparently there was a brawl and more shootings at his vigil.
I was talking to Dominic about that last night. It was like people when people get into an emotional state, no matter what that emotion is, you become susceptible to other emotions. Like, and a lot of times you don't think. So when you have a bunch of people around, and some people know him on a personal level, some people know him just as a rapper, some people are just there to be a part of what's going on with the neighborhood.
Yeah,
It's like you have all of these mixed emotions, and different people are gonna feel different ways, and people are gonna say things that make other people uncomfortable.
yeah.
So it's like,
You got like you said, the family, the front runner, not front runners, but the people who are just there for the clout and stuff like that, clout chases. Yeah, nah, I don't think that should have happened at his own vigil though. Dave East had a vigil out in New York for him.
yeah, I saw the post for it too. Like, I would have definitely made my way out there.
Yeah, I saw that. That was kind of crazy. I was like, that's actually pretty cool
Yeah.
that he did that whole thing. All these NBA players are bumping his music at the pre games.
Mhm.
Clippers did it.
Russ went off
Russ went
yesterday.
off yesterday. For those of you that don't know, Russell Westbrook went in. Man dropped 20, 21, and 20.
And then I know there's probably like a lot of confusion. Like, people were like, "What does he mean?" Like, that it was specifically for Nipsey.
Nipsey.
So Nipsey was a member of the Crips, but better yet, like the Rolling 60s, which was the neighborhood that he was from. So the 20, 20, and 20
It was
is
60.
60, which represented
The
the
rolling
60s
60. Yeah.
exactly. But it was dope. I think it's great to see the outpour for him, like all the support that people are giving Lauren London, like
And all the love and everything like that
exactly.
that people posted. Yeah.
What's amazing though, like, and what goes to show how you need to have a lasting legacy, is that he owns the masters to all his music.
Yep.
So like
And then all
the
that money is
popularity,
his music climbed so
it's
much
like
higher.
300, it's like 3,000%.
Yeah.
So all that money's going to his children, like,
Yep. He invested smart.
exactly.
He did his thing. And he had real estate and all that. And he had a restaurant, a barber shop, and well, his clothing store, and like a few other things that he had going on, but it was all like in like the same community. So like he was
It
giving
was
back.
all within that
Yeah.
small strip that he was killed in.
hmm
It's like, it's
Everything
crazy.
he worked hard for, he low
Died right in
unfortunately
front
died
of him.
right in front of.
I mean, but what else is that? Like, his brother, he has a brother, older brother.
And a younger sister.
Yeah, his older brother had just gotten out of jail like maybe 2 or 3 months ago. So that was crazy. I think it's just a weird thing where it's like, when we look at these celebrities that come from our neighborhoods, right? Like, whether it be athletes, rappers, like just famous
People who
people.
made yeah.
Yeah, it's like okay, we want them to be involved. We want them to not forget where they come from, right? But then there's this other end where, when you have the ability to touch
Actually
those
give
people,
back, yeah.
yeah, it's like you put yourself at,
And
at
at
risk.
risk.
Yeah, and it's like such a catch-22. It's like, what do you do? Like, do you help from a distance? Because is that real helping? Like, if you just throw
Yeah.
money at the neighborhood, does
And
that
just
do
chill.
anything?
Yeah, like yeah, y'all do something with this money instead of going in there and actually doing something, but then putting yourself at risk. People hate, man.
That's a fact. It's
People
like,
hate.
yeah, it's wild.
Unfortunately, we have people who hate. But yeah, that was definitely disappointing. They said it was like, well, Davey said it was like he said he didn't live for when Pac he wasn't like as around that time when Pac and Biggie were shot. He's like, but he feels like this is kind of like
I
the
completely agree.
similar.
Here's what I'll say, right? And I know different people are gonna feel different ways about this, and I'm sure the viewers might have something to say. For me, I was alive and old enough to understand the death of Michael Jackson,
Yeah, I
and
remember that.
that didn't like I didn't feel
The
that way.
level,
Yeah, that I
how you
feel with
feel.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was just like, okay, I get that he's Michael Jackson, but like I don't feel that connection the same way I have that connection to Nip. Yeah.
that's crazy.
Uh, but I would say, I said it on Instagram. It was like, my parents grew up in Brooklyn, so like they were teenagers when Big died,
Biggie and
and like my dad told me stories about like what it was like. He was like everybody, it was like it affected all of Brooklyn. Like nobody was not affected by it. I feel like that's kind of how it is right now.
how LA is right now.
Everywhere.
Well,
But
everywhere basically, but
yeah,
yeah,
like
but I'm
it's
saying
like,
like yeah,
but definitely LA. Like
LA's feeling it.
to lose a legend like that is rough. But I think the bigger thing is to just keep that legacy going. Like
Everything that he worked hard for
exactly.
and all those documentaries and stuff like that he was gonna put out.
I
Sheesh.
know I'm not supposed to say this, but it should have been 6 9. Yo, like it's crazy to me. Like it's so crazy how like one person, you look at these two polar opposite people, right? And the two of them have crossed paths before and they've had things to say to one another, and it was like you look at these completely different people, one person who comes from that violent background and
And
who's
is more humble
exactly, and who's working towards the
and
betterment
striving. Yeah,
of their neighborhood and the people around them, and then you have another person that doesn't come from that background but is trying so hard to associate themselves with that level of violence and that negative image, and then
that he's
that
not about.
exactly, and then when it all crashes down on him, he escapes
Snitched
from under it, and yeah, and throws everybody under the
on the
bus,
bus
and he's cool. Meanwhile, the dude that made it out and was trying
and was
to
doing everything and give back. He's the one
exactly,
who got his life
he's
taken.
exactly. It's crazy to me, but I mean, it's just rough. It's rough.
They said they caught the guy who
Mhm.
is the suspect, and his bail or his bond, I guess,
Mhm.
$7 million.
Yeah, that's wild.
And he's put in solitary confinement right now.
Yeah, he would definitely
Yeah,
be. Yeah, it
there's
would be
no
over
shot that
for
he.
him.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I mean, the way I see it, throw him in there, see what happens, right?
Yeah, all the
Like
other Crips inside that
everybody.
prison.
That's the thing
Yeah,
though. It's like
you because not only like did he kill a Crip, but you killed like a legend in LA, like
exactly.
literally a like someone who was helping LA, and you took his life.
It's like over a dispute over not liking the way he talking to you. Like it's it's crazy,
It
but
is crazy.
it brings up a bunch of arguments, and one of which is does that money take you from being susceptible to regular stupidity that happens every day? Like, cause that's something, like we said, that's something that would happen normally, that it'd be like, damn, another person killed over some stupidity, but now that it's this level of stardom
Yeah,
involved, it's like, oh my god, how could he? So
that's true. It's like well, I shouldn't compare it to this, but it's like similar to like how like XX got
yeah.
got shot. Like not in that same magnitude at all, but I'm saying like that was one person who was just starting to do good and they took his life too. But,
I mean, I feel like what him was crazy is too, he also died in his own neighborhood. Like he died in his
in
hometown.
Florida.
And it's like, yo, what the hell? Like what do you even
You're not even safe in your own
yeah, like,
hometown.
and then people keep saying like, yo, like why did no one around him like have a gun on them, this, that, and third. And it's a valid argument, right?
It is, but you're gonna ask why no one had a gun on them. Like, then if they did, they get a charge.
I mean, it just goes back and forth. It's like even if he
If he
had a gun
did,
on him, like would it have changed, or would more people have been dead? Like
or and then he would have probably ended up in a different situation where if he was alive, then he probably maybe not got shot, but he would have probably been in jail now
mhm, for
for
whatever
being
happened.
there. Yeah,
I mean,
guilty by association. So what can you
so
do at that point?
it's crazy.
Yeah, R.I.P. Nip.
Facts.
He's getting a lot of love from everyone. Um, but yeah. All right.
What else is going on? We talked about Russ's historic game. It was like the first time since Wilt.
Since Wilt in 1968, talked about Russell Westbrook. What up, Keenan? Talking about Russell Westbrook right now.
What else do we say? We talk about March Madness.
Oh, March Madness. What
Who's
up,
left?
Logan? What up, son?
It's
We
like
got Virginia, Michigan State, Auburn,
and Texas
and
Tech.
Texas Tech.
That none of those teams were expected to be here.
Only
It's like,
one of them is a 1 seed.
who?
Virginia.
I didn't even know they were a 1 seed.
They were the lowest one, I'm pretty sure, but yeah.
When do they play? Monday? Saturday? Friday,
Mhm.
Saturday? Okay. I feel like this March Madness has been going on forever. I feel like March Madness is usually over like first week of April. Like this is.
It don't start till like the middle of March.
Yeah, but I feel like there's mad time in between games now.
Iona should have beat UNC. Just saying it. UNC lost anyway. They wasted time. We could have beat them and just give us the clout, please. Like, could have let us win. I don't mind losing in the 32, but
yeah, we gotta make it out to 64.
gotta make it out to 64. Gotta make it out to 64.
Next year. I'm gonna be a walk-on next year, so don't worry.
For Iona?
Yeah, facts.
My man Keenan Carey said he might go back out for the Iona team.
That's what I heard too.
That's what I heard.
Keenan said if Iona gives him some hyper adapt BBs, that he's back there.
Keenan Carey and Luca going back on.
What, Luca? Facts. He be
knockdown shooters out there.
Luca takes apples and the garbage and just practices rain. We'll definitely get back.
Keenan goes, ha ha ha, chill. Nah, we gonna shout you out, son. Give my man some playing time.
Facts. He said he needs
Come on, Clues.
BBs and he's back.
Come on, Clues. Give my man some playing time.
That's the MVP.
MVP candidate. If not, 6-man.
Facts.
Yeah. Tommy about to join. My man Tommy Barisi about to join the team. He a little slower. He could be a power forward. He got the weight of a power forward.
Oh, speaking of the weight and power forward, our man Zion, seemingly the most popular player in basketball, like all of basketball, all levels of basketball.
Even though he lost, upset.
Facts.
Come on.
I heard he's going back for a second year, huh?
Imagine that news came out. Well, John Morant just declared today.
Really?
Yeah.
I think if Zion did decide to go again, like the NBA would be such, I can't say the word, but trash. Like,
yeah.
Because everybody would have to tank again. Like,
yep. Just to get him.
The Knicks would have to try and suck even worse next year. Like,
and they already suck, son.
The Knicks
are trash. But yeah, Zion. And Zion, they said it's gonna be like one of the biggest signing deals, like when he's going like to pick like.
But don't they have a salary cap?
No, not in the NBA. I mean like in footwear or like clothing brands.
His exploded sneakers on eBay for 25.
For 25. Imagine having ripped sneakers. Hey, what's up, Joe? Welcome back. What's going on? Ashley was good. Tori, what's up? But yeah, Zion's broken sneakers, 25. Would you pay that much for Zion Williamson? I actually would.
Yeah, I so would. Yeah.
I would.
That's like, I mean, if you
imagine having those at your crib, just ripped sneakers in the center as soon as you walk on my mantle.
If you have the bread to purchase that, you would understand the significance of that.
Yeah.
Like that 25,000 is
an investment.
Yeah.
An investment.
Like people spend hundreds of thousands, millions on art.
On paintings and stuff like that.
So it's like, this is something that, as funny as it is, like it's worth it. Because you got Michael Jordan's flu game sneakers that he donated, sold for like 100 and something grand, I think. And he ain't even blow them up. Like it was just, it was regular. Like nothing even crazy happened.
And you have a man with ripped sneakers that he was playing against UNC with. Barack Obama was at that game.
Facts.
That sneaker just goes up and up and up and up.
I think, I don't even know what to say. Like I keep seeing a lot of criticism about him, and it's like he's too small to play. He's too small to play center. He's too short.
He's not gonna play center.
They're saying he's too short to play power forward, but he's big enough to play power forward. But all he has is his athleticism. So they compare him to Blake because they were like, until Blake like expanded his game, all he could rely on was athleticism. And then when you get hurt, you become useless. Or when you start to age, you become useless. So he's gonna have to adapt and pick up new skills at a rapid level to do much in his rookie year.
Yeah. But dude, He's gonna be insane. I don't know what position he is gonna play though.
It's gonna be exciting. I don't think he's going to the Knicks.
He's
though.
not. No,
I think he's gonna end up in the Cavs.
the Cavs.
I hate to say it. I think he's gonna end up in the Cavs. If he
Mm,
ends up in the Suns, I would be upset too. Like I don't even know where I want him to go.
I mean, the Suns are pretty good.
I mean, the Suns are like borderline.
Not
like,
good, but they have potential. In the fact of Devin Booker, you have Jamal Crawford on that team. You have a bunch of stars on that team who just can't get it done right now. But
But I think Zion needs to be surrounded by like vets, other upcoming players, great coaching staff, great development. Like I think he's gonna need the whole works to capitalize while he's young. Like you don't want to wait 5 years down the line when he doesn't have that same athleticism and then try and develop him when he's finished with this rookie contract.
someone goes, imagine being a senior or junior on the Duke team and 3 freshmen start before you.
Uh, bro, like if you go to Duke, chances are you're not even gonna stay
Play
your
it,
fourth
yeah.
year. Like
Nah.
unless you're focusing on the academics, which is what makes Duke such
Or
a
trying to be like a
crazy
true
school.
freshman and, go all the way or haven't fully developed your game.
I think Trey Jones is gonna go to the NBA too.
You think?
I think so.
I could see
As
him doing
upset
it.
as he looked, it looked like he wanted to get it done this first time because he's not going back around. I think he's gonna go, and I think he's gonna go in like top 15 because like he gets overshadowed, but he was more consistent than RJ. I think
He was.
RJ
He was.
definitely.
RJ low, he might have fallen
Yeah,
a little bit.
he's gonna be in top 5, but
Top 5, but maybe not lottery 3. But yeah, and I think John Morant is probably gonna get picked before him.
Yeah.
Unless if not, then it's gonna be back to back. But I think John Morant is probably gonna get picked before him.
John Morant is your chance to get Russell Westbrook when he was young.
Yeah,
I think
he's explosive.
I think John Morant, if he can go, if we got John Morant on the Knicks, I'd be okay. I'd be happy with not getting Zion if we could get John Morant. He's exciting. He's young. He's a good player.
It'd be like what you guys did with Dennis Smith Jr. Basically, it skipped over.
Now that I realize we have Dennis Smith Jr.
When you could have had him
with the draft, but now that I realize we have him, maybe John Morant won't be the greatest.
The guy that you skip or something like that.
Yeah, they would then need to trade Dennis Smith for another piece. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think, as crazy as this sounds, I think somehow Zion is going to end up on either the Hornets.
With Kemba?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. That would be what Kemba needed.
He needs to leave. Like, I don't even know what to say.
He's overlooked. I shouldn't say he's overlooked. He just doesn't get, hey, what's going on? He just doesn't get the proper looks like that he deserves.
It's hard.
He gets no actual love. Like, he's done so much, came through with so many clutch opportunities. But yeah, that's whack. It's whatever. What else? Where'd she go? Talking to our fans. If you haven't noticed, we talk to the fans. To a friend.
Yeah, I don't know that girl.
Anyway.
Apparently she just wants to know that.
And then you have people from like the Tennessee team, Admiral Schofield, Grant Williams. Auburn has some nice people probably coming out of there. Harper. It's gonna be a good draft. I really think so.
I'm telling you. Watch. Like, I want him to end up in Charlotte or New York, like for his sake. But I'm telling you, this kid is going to end up on the Cleveland Cavaliers. And I and everybody else is going to be upset. Like,
did you expect Iona to make it to top 8? No, I didn't. I expected them to win it. 8? I expected them to win it.
To the Elite 8?
Yeah, to the Elite 8. I expected them to win it. Let me cover my mouth. I expected them to win it.
Next question.
Nah, if I didn't want Iona to beat UNC 100% because that would have been
I
insane,
think
nutty.
the way that playoff brackets work is silly.
Because it's a guarantee that you're getting to.
Even if it's not guaranteed, right? I feel like for entertainment purposes, while everybody loves an underdog, I feel like it should either be, so say there's 12 teams, right? Let's use the NBA, the way the NBA works, right? It's 12 teams to make playoff. Is it 8? It's 12, right?
12.
Okay.
No. In the playoffs for the NBA,
Yeah.
it's 8.
Okay.
It's the first 8.
All right. So let's use college because it's easier. So let's use the 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have the 1 against the 16, the 2 against the 15. I think that that's silly. I think it should be the 1 against the 8, the 2 against the 9, the 3 against the 10, and so on.
So make it a fair competition.
Yeah, because it's like, granted, you do have these rare occasions where you have a 16 beat a 1 or a 15.
That was the first time ever last year.
So okay, so it's like,
it's useless.
Yeah, it's like, okay, let's make this team look great until we see all the ones go against each other, because
that's when they start losing, and that's how madness happens.
I mean, but it's just not as exciting. Same thing with the playoffs. It's like,
so would you instead of if they did the 1 against the 8, would you also rather it be randomized in general? Would you prefer it to be randomized, like, screw it, like 1 against, like a random pick, right? Like a random pick against 2, like the 1 against the 4 maybe now, and then you got maybe the 2 against the 13 or the 3 against,
I don't know.
The 7.
I feel like no, because when you have it in a specific order, so excuse me, it would be the 1 against the 9, and if there's 16,
and then the 2 against,
it would be the 2 against the 10, and then the 8 against the 16. But I feel like with that, like, you already know who you're going against, right? So if we say, if you clinch a 16 seed, you kind of know which one seed, or in this case, you would know which team you're going against.
At least 4, the first 4 that you could possibly face.
But if you're randomized, then it's like, okay, who knows what team we're playing? Okay. We don't get to scout.
So you didn't get to prepare. Yeah, all right.
Until they announce it, and then you only have 3 or 4 days to prepare. So it's just like, I feel like there should be a certain consistent structure to it, but I think it should be more exciting than seeing 1 seeds go up against 6 seeds.
Yeah, they said the stats, like, for like a bunch of other, like whether it's like the 2 against the 15 and stuff like that, and you barely see any of these teams beat like any of those teams in the first round. Like any of these low tier teams like beat a high tier team in the first round ever.
It only starts getting fair in the current way when you start seeing 6 seeds against, 9 seeds, 7 seeds against 8 seeds.
So you're saying like the Sweet 16, until around that time. What do you date? Yeah,
it's just, it doesn't really work. It also doesn't work in the NBA, but who knows? To be honest, what if Zion goes to the Lakers?
No shot.
But what if? I mean, there's a small possibility.
If the Lakers actually got the first pick, I would think the NBA is completely rigged, and I would never watch another game in my life. It'd be a waste of time.
Why?
You're gonna put LeBron, Zion Williamson,
and they would still be no match for the Golden State Warriors. So what are we getting at?
I'll put Zion on Klay Thompson. And that's ending right there.
And you're going to put Klay Thompson on Zion, which is a solid matchup with Zion on offense. But with Zion trying to keep up with Klay, you take him from the other threats. You would need to put Zion on Draymond. And that's useless. So
yeah. I don't know. I don't see. And I also think that dynasty's over.
The Lakers?
Warriors.
The Warriors? I think KD's returning.
I think KD's returning. I don't think Draymond wants to return.
I think he is.
They've been having too much beef on that team, low key.
I think Draymond's thing is like
pride wise.
Yeah, but then I
could see that.
He pride wise, he may be like, okay, I want to go to another team where I'm going to be valued for what I offer. But then winning wise, you know that you're not going to go to another team that's going to have the same chance.
Yeah.
So it's like, if KD doesn't return, granted, you may have more light, like to work and be able to shine more, but you don't have that same chance of winning that you did when KD was there. So it's like, if he goes to another team, what other team that he's going to go to that he can be an immediate threat. So he doesn't get along with a lot of other players, so it's gonna be like,
That's a
oh hey, I
fact.
want to go to this team. Nah, we don't want
we
him.
don't want you.
Yeah, like you
Problems in the
kicked our
locker
player
room.
in the shin. You kicked this, like you said this to this guy. You
Also, I think if Clay gets,
I think Clay might leave.
I think if Clay gets another offer, like a good offer, he'll be out of there.
Where do we see Clay going? I could see Clay going to the Clippers with Kawhi.
That'd be nice.
Quote me on that. I said
you heard it here first. That. You heard it here first.
Quote me on that.
Quote Julius on that. Write it down. Put it in the books. Someone goes, Cha-ching. How long do you think LeBron is staying on the Lakers?
He's gonna fulfill his contract.
Yeah, he's staying on the contract.
I don't think he's gonna retire that.
I think he's gonna go back. How long is left in his contract right
3
now?
years.
5. Is it?
It was 4 years.
It was 4 years.
Yeah.
That was.
I think he's gonna do the same thing D-Wade did. I think he's gonna stay in the Lakers until his contract is done with,
and then his son comes in the league.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go back to the Cavs.
You think he's gonna play with his son? I mean, it's way too soon to.
I mean, his son is definitely like a great prospect, but I don't know. There would have to be so many things to line up for that to be able to happen.
Well, his contract is up the year
his son enters the NBA.
Enters college.
But they're hoping that.
I think
his son's a freshman.
The year he enters college.
Yeah, so they're hoping that by that time the NBA would have changed their draft rules so that he can go straight to the league as opposed to going to college, which would allow that to happen.
Which is what they're looking at right now again. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think LeBron's staying to the rest of his contract. He ain't leaving. I ain't leaving. What else is there? What else we got to talk about? Oh, we went to a nice little food place last night. Me and Jules got some chicken and waffles.
Yeah. Don't say the place though, because
I can't. Hot. Yeah. But it was good chicken and waffles. I got the chocolate chip and red velvet.
Or red velvet orange.
Killed them when I got home. Killed them.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Dominique wasn't hungry when we got there, but for some reason she was hungry when the food was on the desk. So funny how that works, huh?
Sat in the car the whole time. Didn't get it. But yeah. Nah. I don't know what he's doing.
She says hi.
What else you want to talk about today, Julius?
I don't know about you, but sneakers have been dead lately. Like,
there
hasn't been
any drops. I haven't seen any really good. I mean, we have next weekend. I want those kaleidoscopes.
The 97s?
Yes.
If you guys have never owned a pair of 97s, take my word for it. They are one of the most uncomfortable sneakers you can own.
That's a fact.
They are flat. 97s. They're hard. They're heavy. No.
They are flat. But that box and that sneaker, if you haven't heard about the Kaleidoscope 97s, fire.
It's a no for me, Dukes.
You got the all we're looking for is the Travis Scotts right after that too.
Facts.
Which you're wearing the personalized custom.
Facts. Pair. I did these at home.
Oof. Want to show the camera? Can't see your foot. You gotta take it off. Just hold it up.
Nah.
Oh, it's tied. Never mind.
I got holes.
It's dark brown. He took a pair of Jordans and dyed them, and they didn't come out the way that he wanted them to come out.
Facts. I like to let my toes breathe, so I, cut out little holes in my socks.
Yeah, that's why.
That's how it happened. And the hole on the heel, I did that too, because my heel. Next subject. There's a few ones, but I'm really getting tired of ones. I know nobody's ever seen my closet, but Moose has, and the whole right side is just ones
literally
boxes.
Just black and red boxes. Yeah. All ones boxes.
And the way my closet is set up, it's very hard to get anything that's not in the top 3 rows. So if you're like, yo, I know I've seen Julius with all these sneakers before, but
by the way, just want to let you guys know, he just said the first top 3 rows, which means there's more.
Yeah, it's 4 rows, like 15 columns. Yeah, that's how it works. Right?
Must be. Nice.
Yeah, but if it's not in the top 3, it's very hard to get. Like I have to remove the boxes and place them on the floor, and then like take. So if you're like wondering, like, yo, I've seen him wear sneakers and never wear them again, he probably sells them. I don't sell my sneakers, especially after I wear them.
He just can't
But
get to
they're
them.
just very hard to get to. So it has to be a very special occasion for me to be willing to take the boxes down. Not to mention a lot of things I have are doubles.
I've seen. What's the next pair of ones coming out besides the Jordan ones? They got those pink and black, what? The crimson tints.
Those are fire.
Those are fire.
Wait, the pink and black ones.
Yes.
Yeah, those are fire. Need those.
They. I don't know if the name came out for them. Those yellow and black ones that you sent me a picture
The
of.
lows.
No, it was a high top.
The SBs.
Yes.
Yeah, big needs those.
Yes.
Hey, Eblins, if you're watching, I need those.
I don't think Eblins is watching.
Send them to
They don't like me anymore.
They've been lurking, boy. We know y'all been lurking. Shout out to Eblins.
Shout out Eblins. Nah, but yeah. There's the. Oh my god. Oh, they're coming out with a new shattered backboards, the 3.0s. They are. I don't like them. Not a big fan. They're like really, really heavy on the black. Yeah.
Oh, it's all black like orange accents?
Yes.
I like those.
You like them?
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of black.
I'm cool with it. I don't really have the only ones. They're like shadows, but instead of gray, it's red. It's orange.
Yeah, but
yeah, I'm cool with that.
I'd rather regular shattered backboards. Those are my favorites.
Yeah.
I wish I had a pair.
I can tell the story about those all the time.
Yeesh.
Those my things.
I remember you had them. You sold them, right?
No, I still have them.
Oh, I thought you sold them.
I have the 2.0s. I had the 2.0s. I got them for $100. Shout out to my family at Nike. Yeah, those are the good old days.
Throwback days. But yeah.
But
what other sneakers? I really feel like there hasn't really been anything I've been looking at. Well, the Bread 4s are coming out again, re-releasing.
Need those. I have 2012 pair. They have crumbling and not crumbling, like creasing in the midsole. Yeah, I need a new pair. I need 2 new pairs.
Always gotta get 2.
If you guys are wondering, like, and I know this is something that comes up a lot, whether people say it to me or not. Like, people ask me, like, how do you afford these sneakers? And I don't like answering the question because I'm a pretty private person. Like, I don't like talking about these things in public. But if you want to know how I afford these sneakers, I afford them.
Follow him on the gram, DM him, and ask him.
Facts.
I am not Julius. That is his name.
Facts.
Just drop that in there.
I'm not gonna answer you, but I'll like beat around the bush and be like,
he'll answer. But he won't answer that exact.
I won't answer
there it is. He'll respond. Like, he won't fully answer your question if that's what you're looking for.
It's uncomfortable because it's like, if I answer you, then what? Like, if I give you the answer to that question, like, what comes next? So you're just gonna be like, oh, okay,
all right, word.
Yeah, it's like, and it doesn't get to anything. And like I said, I don't like putting my business out there. So people ask me like, oh, how do you get this? How do you get that? And it's like,
how many sneakers do you think you have?
She's not here. She could probably tell you better than I do. I'd say probably like 75 pairs. Yeah. And the crazy thing about that is I probably have like 75 pairs of sneakers. And of those,
some of them are doubles.
Yeah, like 25 of them are that would make sense. Like 30 of no, like 20 of them are doubles. Like, so there of those 20 pairs, there's only 10 different shoes.
Yeah.
So like Black Cement 3s, I have doubles. Shattered backboards, I have doubles.
The Royals, don't you have doubles?
I do have doubles of the Royals. I have doubles of the Infrared 6s. Neither of which I have
Cement
one.
3.
Yeah. Everything. What else? I have doubles of breads. I have quadruples of shadows. I have quadruples of Black Cement 3s. I have 2011, 2013, 2001. Oh, pentuple, actually. 2001.
Is that even a number? Is that even a number? Someone fact check that number. Someone, please. Sheesh. Yeah, sneakers.
It's like if there's something you like, you get 2 just in case, so you could beat one up and then you keep the other one for a special occasion.
I'm not even gonna flex. Like I got 75 pairs of sneakers. I could probably.
You got some heat though. You got rid of the Ferraris. They come
I
back
sold
out in
them.
yellow.
Oh, but
But
it's
yellow
not even.
leather.
It's not even like the.
Yeah, it's not.
It's
suede.
leather. It's. Ugh. I wanted to throw up when I saw that.
I want Laney 14s, the lows. I had them.
You seen those reflective 6s coming out?
I want those.
Those are fire.
Even Dominique wants those. Dominique
Those are
doesn't
nice.
want anything.
Those are nice. I like them.
Need those.
All right, it's 1:45. Want to start wrapping it up?
Yeah. So.
Any last comments?
R.I.P. Nip. Everybody, if you haven't taken a listen, there's like a Nipsey Hussle Essentials playlist. Just go listen to it. Some of the songs are older than others, and you'll hear it in like the type of songs they are and the way they rap. But if you want to just get to like the stuff that in my opinion solidifies his greatness, it's the only official studio album, which is Victory Lap. And that's my thing. Shout out to Russ Westbrook on the 2020
big time.
Facts.
Our man over in OKC.
Facts.
It's my team, by the way. It's my team.
If you guys have any questions or if you guys have any ideas for us or things you'd like to see,
drop them in the comments. Hit me up. Follow Juju on the gram. I know he doesn't go live, but follow him on the gram.
Maybe I'll start. Maybe that'll be one of the
other cameras we have up here.
Yeah. And somebody will be like, hey, why don't you do it?
But yeah.
I'll move silent like the G in lasagna.
Ooh. Quoting that Lil Wayne.
Lil Uzi.
Oh, no. But he's back. All right. We'll say that for next week. All right. We hopping off. We'll catch you all later. I'm Moose.
Out of here.
And that's Juju. And we out of here. This